Yo, what up, though? It's your boy DME. Yeah, we're riding home, man, from the birthday weekend, man. Had a great birthday weekend up at Mackinac. You know, we did the little Fort Fright little thing. It's like a bunch of... Nene, you gotta get your seatbelt clipped. Look what she's doing. She's sitting up front, and now she's fat. I know the seatbelt thing's going off. Just great, Nene. Just great. What are we gonna do with her? What are we gonna do with her? But anyways, this is serious. This is a serious vlog, man. After last night, you know, and the whole situation with the lockdown, and we're gonna get to that when I get to the crib. We're gonna go live. We'll discuss lockdown when I get to the whole Cassie, the battles. You know what I'm saying, Cassie Arsenal. We got the TRBRC Civil War brewing. We have the debacle that was Twork versus Calico, and just the whole event as a whole didn't live up to what it was supposed to be. Now, here's my thing. We are Upstate Battle League, all right, and I'm assuming New York. They put out a statement yesterday and a bunch of screenshots and of text messages from New Jersey Twork. New Jersey Twork's hitting them up saying, "I'm doing one rounders on the low, book, send me the money and I got you. We're gonna, and I'm gonna do a battle for you guys, right?" So they did they sent him a deposit to book him in versus Burke Bucks as a one rounder in New York. Now he comes out and he cancels and he says, "I'm canceling." So dude says, "All right, it's not too far away from the event." He's like, "All right, we'll send my deposit money back." And New Jersey Twork sends him back, F you. And dude's like, "What?" And Twork says, "You might as well go get a lawyer and take me to court." He's like, "The court cost is going to cost more than what you guys paid me, so good luck with that." And dude said, "Well, we're going to get we ain't even talking about taking you to court. We're going to see you when we're going to see you," and basically left it there. And then, I got word from other people that these dudes up at upstate New York, they don't play. All right, this was a bad move for you, Twork. And this is not the first time you've done this. All right, we have a thief amongst us, guys, in battle rap. Not only is he just he's not just some bozo, he's the quote-unquote face, the biggest star of URL, the biggest star in battle. This is what you guys tell me all the time. All right, I think it's Geechee Gotti right now, but you guys tell me it's Twork. All right, Twork's the biggest star. Twork's this, Twork's that. He's not a good person, guys. Anyone who does this, and I've heard people say, "Oh, DME, if you met Twork, he's this lovable guy." Whatever, bro. I see by the actions. People think what a good person is from other things. I look at actual things. All right, I hate thieves more than anything. I've had people steal from me. All right, and it's ruined relationships. I had people steal from me and then blame it on people that I love, and I actually believe that those people were the ones who stole from me, and then I found out later that it wasn't. I almost lost personal relationships of mine because of that. Because people can't just make their own money the right way. They have to take from other people, and that's what this guy's doing. And nobody else talks about this. I'm the only one that brings this up, guys. As far as the bigger bloggers and this and that, I'm the only one that talks about this. Jay Black's not going to touch this. And, it's ridiculous. And in my opinion, it should be talked about all the time. Because, and I blame URL. I think URL has some culpability. And why do I say that? Well, I'm always a one that says, people are responsible for themselves and what they do. And I get that. And I do put blame on the league. And the league actually took blame themselves and said that, yeah, we should have thought better. We shouldn't have booked him. But that doesn't excuse what Twork's been doing. Not just to this league, but to multiple leagues. And not only does he do it, he brags about doing it. He brags about doing it. He says, "What are you going to do about it? You ain't going to do nothing about it." Because he thinks he's untouchable. He believes he's untouchable. But what Twork needs to understand is that anyone can be touched. Anybody. Okay? It's not a threat. It's just facts, bro. It's just facts. And why is URL a little bit responsible, in my opinion? Because he is the quote-unquote face, and he represents your league. So everything he does all right, shines a light on, paints what you guys do. Not paint's not the right phrasing, but you get what I'm saying. What he does reflects what, all right, you as a company. If you guys are gonna make him the face and push him and give him the big battles, and you know, this is not right, guys. URL, and I feel like URL, you guys almost low-key condone it, because he never stops doing it. This has been going on for years, ever since Twork came on the scene. He takes deposits and he doesn't show up. He cancels, and then he never sends the money back. You have to, if you don't fulfill your obligation, you have to send the money back. That's the whole point. Yeah, they can go to court, and like you said, maybe the court costs would cost more than what. But sometimes you got to set it. You got to set a precedent. You got to set a precedent, bro. Even if you're gonna take a loss at the end, you got to set a precedent with this dude. And I'm not even saying that this upstate, you know, they said they're gonna handle it a different way, and believe me, they probably will. And you're gonna get it to a point, Twork, where you're gonna do this to the wrong people. Okay? You're gonna do it to the wrong people. But my question is, what is wrong with you? Like, seriously, legit, what's wrong with you, bro? Why are you doing this? Do you think it's cool? I know people like you, Twork. I grew up around a lot of people like you, Twork. They do think it's cool. I knew a lot of people who always thought it was cool to rob people, to steal from people. I knew people who would brag about it, and I would be disgusted. I'm like, well, what's wrong with you guys? It's not okay. I remember I was with some people and they were bragging about how they ripped off another one of our friends. We were at his house and we got him. He had a bunch of money laying around, and then he went over here and did it, and we took it. He never knew it was us. He's all confused. Of course he knew it was you guys. He didn't have the balls to confront you. And you guys are bragging about it. We got him. We got him. This is your friend. And you got him? You got what? You're a piece of trash, bro. Not you, Twork. Well, yeah. But anyone doing that, y'all are pieces of trash, bro. And I don't respect it. I will never respect it. And I think more people need to start speaking up on it, bro. Because if more people speak up about it, and the more pressure is on there, and the more that it's aware, then maybe URL will do something. If I was, honestly, guys, if I was URL, and Twork was doing, if I ran URL, and Twork was, and I found out Twork did this, I wouldn't book him. I don't care if he makes me money. There has to be a point where there's principles. You got to have principles in your business. It's not just about money. When it's just about money, when you're a business, then you're no better than Twork being a thief. It's the same thing. If it's only about money, you have to have some kind of principles. The principles, Smack, Beasley, you guys, it can't just be, well, you know, we'll talk to him. No. If this is true and Twork's not paying that money back, and then you read the DMs and you see how he talked to these people, F you, it was his response, then you're going to sit down for a while, Twork, until you get your life right. Sit down. Believe me, the show will go on. You think Twork is the one selling out events and people are buying pay-per-views to only see Twork? Are you lost? This Cassidy event had 1,000 people and barely sold out. Sold out a few days, a week before. Twork was on the card. Freaking Cassidy was on the card. Tay-Rock's on the card. Geechee's on the card. Couldn't sell it out until a week before. Don't sit here and tell me Twork's his big ticket seller, because that's a lie. That's another lie that's been perpetrated by his management. It's a joke. But you guys let him get away with this time and time again. And I'm not going to just sit there and say we're just blame the leagues for booking him. Why are they booking him? Yes, but two wrongs don't make a right. The league could be wrong and they could be wrong. But what does that say about this business? That you can't even book somebody and hope they don't steal your money and not show up. He's literally just doing this to steal money. He showed up to the Calico battle with tags all over his clothes. And Calico called him out on it. Because you know why there were tags all over his clothes? Because you know he was going to return all those clothes the next day. Sure, he ripped it up when he ripped off the tag off his shoes when Calico was making fun of him. Yeah, now he's probably mad about it. He's probably still going to try to return it. I guarantee you he still tries to return it. That's the type of dude he is. I know these type of people, bro. So no, I don't have any respect for him. I don't care if Twork goes in 30s every single battle rapper from here to the rest of his career. I will never have respect for him. I will never root for him. I won't do any of that stuff. Because I don't respect him as a man. As a man. And I don't have to respect him as a man, all right, for me to be a fan of his. But when you blatantly do these things, if he did it in the private and I didn't know about it, whatever. All right, I don't know. I don't care what these guys do in their private life and how they are and this and that. But when you're out here deliberately doing it, and then when you're caught spitting into people's faces, and let's forget, he's stealing the hoodie money. Remember when Sam came out with all the hoodie? She exposed him for that, and the way he treated her. When is this gonna end? When are we gonna stop? That's what I can't stand, when you all be up on there, all right, praising this guy, loving this guy, fiending over this guy. You guys are a bunch of groupies, man. I've never seen a level of groupiness when it comes to Twork, and you guys are fanning over this guy who's a thief and a straight up bad person, bro. I don't care how he is when he's with his friends. He's a bad person because he steals from people. And the way he talks to them after he steals from them. No respect. Zero coming from me. And I question people who have respect for him, knowing what they know about him. I wonder about you as a person, that you think that's okay. It's whatever. It's not whatever to me. I'm sorry, it just isn't, and it will never be just whatever. You could call me what you want, call me whatever you want. I don't care. You gotta have principles eventually. You gotta stand for something. Oh, you stand for nothing, bro. That's real, bro. Love you guys, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Alright? I mean, I know most y'all watch me agree. And this isn't just my Twork trolling, bro. This is real life, man. And I hate when people deliberately take from people and then brag about it. That's one of the most disgusting features a human being can have from me. I don't respect people who steal, and I don't respect people who bully. And Twork, you do all those things. And not only doing it to those ladies, you're doing it, you do it to your own fans. You got busted doing it to your fans. And then the way you disrespected your fans when they called you out on it was even more disgusting. But everybody brushed that under the rug. That story lasted a day. Nobody cared, and then we're back to Twork. Did you hear he said tuberculosis? And they lost their minds. He's the greatest. You're not the greatest, all right? You're trash, bro. All right? As far as battle rap goes, you're okay. But to me, you've ruined what battle rap is. You've turned it all into this formulaic trash that it is now, where it's all about how you present your punch instead of what the punch is. Love you guys.